most startups revert back to traditional marketing. So Microsoft spends now hundreds of millions of dollars advertising for Bing, even though people don't really want to use it. Google has spent billions building and marketing Google Plus and Google Wave, which they tried to ram down people's throats but didn't really work. Ironically, Occult is the only successful social network that Google has ever really had, and it was sort of totally an accident. They've also spent now millions of dollars advertising for YouTube stars, even though YouTube is the home of the viral video, which in and of itself means that it spreads by word of mouth on its own. Google launched Google Glass last year. It was one of the biggest marketing stories of that year. Their startup, the head of Google Glass actually admits that part of the reason it failed was they got too much attention too early, and it created a backlash against the product. So that's something to think about as well. Firefox, one of the fastest growing browsers in history, replaced Internet Explorer for most people, but now most people use Google Chrome because Google Chrome is a better product, and Firefox ceased innovating and ceased improving, so they stopped retaining the users that they'd acquired, right? How does Firefox hope to come back and grow again? They decided to create a viral video campaign, which of course no one watched and didn't work at all. And then, this sort of breaks my heart because I love Airbnb. How does Airbnb hope to grow? They're going to sponsor the Rio Olympics, which costs God knows how much money. And then they're also going to sponsor the New York City Marathon, probably because their marketing head wanted to go to the Rio Olympics and wanted an excuse to come to the New York City Marathon. Or again, they also sponsored a house, where, like a lounge at Sundance, probably again because the marketing team wanted to go to Sundance. How would they know if any of these things worked? It certainly doesn't make you want to sign up. It doesn't want to make me sign up. And it doesn't actually improve the marketing experience. Meanwhile, there's services outside Airbnb, for instance this one, which algorithmically helps you price your listing, which is something that Airbnb should have developed internally and probably could have if they hadn't been so busy hanging out at Sundance and then hanging out at the Olympics, right? Here's some exchanges I've had with Airbnb because they'd messed up something on my listing, right? So you can see there's something like 25 or 26 different email exchanges and they stopped responding. And this is me getting very upset about it, right? So customer retention is hard to focus on when you've got so many other irons in the process. There's a great line from one of the founders of Evernote. He's saying, people who are thinking about anything other than building the best product possible never build the best product possible.